This is the second part to my platinum guide, and it's probably going to be the quickest way to earn platinum, so let's just get right into the video. And what that is going to be is farming corrupt mods on the derelict. Now, of course, if you don't know, corrupt mods are the mods that have both a very good positive and a very big negative. Although, to be fair, depending on what you're doing, the negative can actually benefit you, and the positives are usually so good that they outweigh the negative part of the mod. So take fleeting expertise, for example. If you're running a build that is some exalted weapon, you don't really need duration that much, unless, of course, depending on your build, but say you're just wanting to run exalted weapons, you just need the 60% efficiency from this, and you don't really need to worry about the fact that you lose 60% duration. Now, of course, that's pretty bad on other characters, or frames, of course, but depending on what you're doing, it can be very beneficial. Not every corrupt mod that you're going to get is going to be worth any plat, because there are some that are worth maybe 5, and then there are some that go all the way up into 40 or 50. Now, the ones that you're really looking for are narrow-minded, fleeting expertise, blind rage, and all of the ones that pretty much affect your warframe. Other than that, the only real ones that you would want to look for are heavy caliber. That's kind of it. At least that one goes up to about 20. I'm not entirely sure on some of the others, but all in all, it's not really anything that you're going to have to worry about, because if you're running them quick enough, it's not really going to take any of your time, so getting a few bad ones here and then isn't going to affect you. Now, let's actually get into getting these corrupt mods. So first thing you need to do is you actually have to be in a clan that has all of the keys researched, and these are known as the dragon keys. What these do is they put some very big negative onto your warframe, whether these be removing a bunch of your shields, a bunch of your health, making your speed practically non-existent, or making your damage practically non-existent. Now, what you're going to be doing is, of course, just building these and equipping them onto your warframe in the loadout. Now, of course, you just go into your gear, you go to the very end, you add them there, and one thing that has recently changed is that you can actually equip all 4 at once, which means that you can do these solo. Now, it used to be you have to actually get a group to do this, but now you don't. And the reason that I personally like this more is because, well, my internet isn't the best, so whenever I connect to other people, I'm a bit laggy and doors don't open on time. Of course, that issue still exists. So, of course, running them solo is one of my favorite things to do. Now, another thing is that, of course, you want to have a very powerful weapon. I am saying, of course, a lot this video. Now, what I recommend for this weapon is pretty much any heavy crit build, anything that can pretty much ignore shields, so slash will work efficiently. And you're just going to want to make sure that you can kill high-level targets very quickly. Now, this target that you're fighting isn't going to be high-leveled. It's just that because you don't deal a lot of damage, because of the Extinguished Dragon Key that you're going to have equipped, you're going to want to make sure that you can kill a target efficiently. Now, after that, all you have to do is go to the marketplace and purchase the derelict blueprint keys. Now, you can buy any of the ones that you want and do them to do this, but I will really only recommend capture, because of course this is going to be the quickest one to do. Now, what you're going to be doing is after you craft this and you have all of your dragon keys equipped, you go into a mission and you either do 2 things. You, of course, look through the room that you're in, or you mark it so that you don't lose track of where it is, make sure you know where it is on the map, and then you kill the target, and then you start looking. And to specify before anyone gets confused, the mission you're going into is going to be the one of the key that you just crafted for the derelict. And what you are looking for is a giant door. Well, it's not really giant, but you're looking for a door that has a really cool looking weird little hand. It looks like the Janus key that Vor has, and you're just looking for that on top of a door. And then once you find it, and this may take a while because you're going to have to go through every room that you can find and just look for it. I'll have pictures of it on screen, and it's just, you'll find it if you keep looking. You have to make sure you check every single room, because if you miss one and you get to the end of the map and then you have to go all the way back and go through all of the hidden rooms that you may have missed, it's gonna suck. It can take a while, but once you get good at it, these are some of the quickest ways to earn platinum. Now, of course, after you find the door, you're going to open it, go inside, and pick up the orange little orb that is being held in the hands of Excalibur Prime. What this will do is it will add another negative effect on top of you, and this can be any of the 4 from the original keys, so you can get even less shields, even less armor, even less damage, or even less speed, and that one really sucks. So, of course, you're going to want to be well prepared with the frame, but I highly recommend just using whatever frame you are most competent on. Of course, high health frames are going to be very good. If you have a frame that pretty much makes you invincible, so Mesa, Chroma, any of those guys are going to work here. But yeah, personally, I recommend running Mesa. I love her the most for this. but that's all personal preference. So of course, once you get this little orb, you just go to the end of the map and you are done. You will get one of the corrupted mods, and then you can sell it for your platinum share of whatever it's going to be, 25, 50, maybe 5 plat, who knows what you got. But either way, I believe that this is one of the quickest ways to earn platinum because it's just so easy, it doesn't take any time at all, and you can run just a couple of these a day to get, I don't know, about 100 plat every day really quickly. So yeah, that's really it for this. And of course, there's one more thing I forgot to mention, which is that whenever you're building the keys, you do have to use 10 void traces, so you're going to have to run some void fisher missions, which is what we'll be talking about next week, because of course those are another great way to earn plat. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. This is probably one of the quickest ways you can earn plat, so after this, it's either going to be stuff that's like, you know, high roller, you get really, really good amounts of plat for certain things, and I will be talking about that later. And either way, that's it. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Man, that was a weird outro. I love you all.